You're watching Black and Gold Today.
Welcome back to Black and Gold Today.
It's time for us to turn the show over to you, the fans, for our weekly fan sound off segment.
This week we asked about Pittsburgh's ability to travel. We already talked about that from last week for road environments, regardless of how far. How well does the Steeler Nation travel?
Oh, we travel well and we travel hard. You can clearly see that there are more Steelers fans here today than Raiders fans. So,
I mean, there's Steelers fans everywhere, even walking through the city, so it's been great. This city travels well, extremely well.
Oh, we take over stadiums. Absolutely. It's great.
Oh my God, I love it. Literally, I got dropped off in my Uber. Every single staff member was like screaming, "Go Steelers, go Steelers." I was like, yeah, that's what I like to see.
All right, our fans of the week for week 4 goes to, well, the Steeler Nation for showing up collectively big time in Sin City. As you saw and heard in our fan sound off segment, Steeler Nation took over Allegiant Stadium outside of Las Vegas there. I should say outside of the stadium and inside of all of Las Vegas. It was actually credited by Steelers players for helping the Black and Gold secure a victory there on the road. Big time stuff. If you want to be our fan of the week, just check out our Facebook page, Black and Gold Today. But for now, it's time for one of our favorite parts of the show. It's all about what Jess has cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah, Mike, Jess always has something great for the fans. It's time to see what she has in store for us for week 4 against Houston. I hear she has something sweet and savory, my favorite. Let's check it out. Hey Steelers fans, welcome to Tailgating with Jess. I have these candy bacon crackers that I'm making for you today. This is a recipe I saw a long time ago and I thought, how good could they be? They're really good. So we're going to make them, and then there's an option to put a jalapeno on ones to spice it up. This recipe only requires 4 ingredients: club crackers, I use the multigrain, but you can use any you'd like, bacon, brown sugar, and jalapenos. We're just gonna cut the bacon about 1 inch, and then we're gonna put the brown sugar on it. I have 2 pieces here. So we're gonna lay them out, and then we're just going to top them with some brown sugar. I used 2 pieces of bacon, so we have these slices here. We're just gonna lay them out and then cover them with brown sugar. So you take the brown sugar, sprinkle it pretty generously on top there. The sweetness of this brown sugar with the saltiness of this bacon is delicious. So you're just gonna pat it down to make sure that brown sugar cinnamon flavor gets in there. And then we're gonna top them on the crackers. So you'll take this slice, and it fits nice and evenly on these club crackers. If you add a little bit of spice to it, it's actually really delicious. My friends like a little bit of spice to theirs, so I top a few of them with jalapenos and leave some with just the candy bacon. Now we're just gonna put them in the oven on 400 for about 10 minutes. These candy bacon crackers are delicious. I don't generally serve a lot of sweet stuff on my tailgating spreads, but these ones really hit the spot. Go Steelers!
I'll tell you what, she's always got something innovative, something different to go off of, and I think that's going to make for a great game day. So.
I haven't seen something like that. We were just saying we kind of want to try it just because we want to know what it's going to taste like.
Absolutely. No, I think that's the way to go for week number 4. The Steelers taking on the Texans. Let's coming up, we'll get you our picks for week 4 on Black and Gold Today. Plus, we'll talk terrible tell standings and maybe some bragging rights to get to.
Stay with us here on Black and Gold Today.
You're watching Black and Gold Today.
Welcome back to the show.
It's time to make our picks for week 4 as the Steelers take on the Texans.
All right, let's take a look back first, and we'll look back at, our predictor as we take a look at how things have gone so far this year. for the black and gold and for our predictions and our picks. All right, let's take a look here. Coming into this past week, we both went with the Steelers against the Raiders. You were saying 27-17. I went by a touchdown. Kent went Raiders. And looks like I'm picking up that second towel.
I thought I might have had that one. But watching that game, it was like a nail biter for everyone, even if, no matter who you were rooting for, right?
I'm just saying 2 weeks in a row for the Steelers, 2 weeks in a row for your guy over here with the towels. So I don't know, coincidence? I think not. What do we got for this week? You're going by a touchdown, I'm going by 10. Kent's on board with us for the first time after 3 weeks.
Just switch it up.
It was you and I going to it, every week the same, and then he's going to join us. We're all going Steelers. We're all feeling pretty confident about this one. And what makes you most confident, Ashley, about this matchup with Houston in Week 4 for Pittsburgh?
I mean, just seeing the confidence from the guys, seeing how they're building week from week. Their stats show it. They're just getting better and better. And, they did well on the road last week. So, I mean, who's to say they're not going to do great on the road this week?
Pittsburgh trying to make it 3 straight wins, and they're going to the Lone Star State taking on the Houston Texans. Houston hasn't won in this matchup since 2011. They don't play all the time, and Pittsburgh certainly does not play this division each and every year, but you'd have to think that this is a division that Pittsburgh can stack some wins against. It's not one of the stronger divisions across the league when you consider Houston, Jacksonville, Tennessee, and Indianapolis. Steelers have had some success against the AFC South recently, trying to do that on the road against the Texans this week. Just what impressed you the most coming off of, I know we've kind of rehashed it already, but just coming off that Raiders game? I know they got out to the big lead, 23-7 against Las Vegas, but what else really stood out in terms of what they did?
I think, well, obviously their confidence in, having all the Steelers fans there supporting them, but obviously defense did great. I think if they continue to do that, they're going to be successful. I think it's going to be tough. We're going to see Stroud and Anderson, of course, in this next matchup, and those could be obviously a challenge for the Steelers, but they're always up for a challenge.
All right, well, thanks so much for joining us here on Black and Gold today. We'll have a recap next week from Steelers Texans, plus look ahead to Pittsburgh's matchup against the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks so much for watching. For Ashley Kaiser, I'm Mike Fenner, and for our entire crew here at Black and Gold today, have a great game day and enjoy the game.
Let's go Steelers! Here we go Steelers! Here we go!
Thanks for watching. Join us next week for another edition of Black and Gold Today.